that device right there is called Nucleus.
And it just plugs into your regular power outlet.
Plugs into your wall, just like an air deodorizer, and it doesn't look any different from that. It comes with its own CD that allows you to download software to your web browser, and this is a representation of what some of the information is you can get from that. So if we go in here and take a look, we have three main areas, or three primary benefits that we deliver: insight, convenience, and control. For instance, under insight, you can go into resources, and you can determine at any time during the day what you're paying for a kilowatt hour and how many kilowatt hours you're using as well. That information is also distributed so that you can go into your appliances or other devices in the home and determine on a discrete level what you are using by product, the product that receives that signal in the home, the refrigerator, the washer and dryer, the dishwasher, etc. So you then will be able to plot history, indicating to you when you use it, how you use it, what you use it with, and that enables you to modify your behavior, your usage behavior with that product at any time based on how much you're paying for it. Okay? So you can then move your, let's say, your dishwashing needs or your laundry needs in front of or behind that curve, that pricing curve.
Gotcha.
You can customize the dashboard on your web browser so that it provides you with the information that you think is most critical, so that you don't have what you personally might consider superfluous information on there. This also enables you to receive or to customize it, as we said. It also allows you to receive the messages. You will experience a rolling blackout, for instance, so that you will be texted by the power company on maybe rate increases. The other great thing about it, too, with the smart meter, is that when you're out of power, you have a power outage, chances are the power company will know this before you will.
Right.
So they can be actually more proactive in coming to your home to do service that you might need. Okay? The whole concept, again, is to give the consumer the insight that they need, the convenience as far as accessibility, and the control that they need without really modifying their behavior. The last thing we believe a consumer wants is for us to come in and turn something off or turn something on. If they have the information, we want them of their own volition to make those decisions.
Make their own informed choices.
Exactly. So we don't want to take anything away. What we want to do is give to them data and information they need based on their usage of how they can adapt to these different variables that happen during the day as far as power supply, power cost, etc.
Do your appliances have to support any particular protocol, just Zigbee, to be able to work with this?
Our appliances right now support Zigbee. We are what could be termed as language agnostic. Our people have designed this so that it is flexible enough to really receive any language that comes in. What we are hoping for, obviously, is a standardization. The more standardized this is, the more economical it is to spread this cost around a whole lot of units.
Right.
Okay? If you think back years ago, it boils down to, do you want beta or do you want VHS? That's kind of everybody in the industry is looking for that standard right now. Once that standard is achieved, we can pretty much adapt to any language that's spoken as a standard. And it would be much better for us, much better for the end user as well.
What about retrofitting your older appliances?
Unfortunately, you cannot retrofit any old appliance. You can use any product or device, as I understand it, that is Zigbee enabled. In other words, you have to receive the signal into the Nucleus, The Nucleus then has to distribute that signal to the device and then get usage information back. If the product that you have in your home is not Zigbee enabled, they're mute. They cannot talk to one another.
Gotcha. And when will this be available on the market?
This is, right now, we have 6 test markets that we are using for us to gather information to even further enhance this as far as its interface with consumers, and the ease of use, those kinds of things. We will roll this out to our builder channel in late this year, third quarter, fourth quarter, and it will be available at retail in the first quarter of next year.
For what kind of price point for the device?
Under $200.
Is there any ongoing service charge for using the web-enabled
No, in fact,
info?
the really neat thing about it is that we will now be able to communicate software enhancements to the end user, so that as this program expands, as we make it available to maybe to more and more usage within the home, if you think long term, maybe monitoring or measuring gas and water, could be something that we could do. We will notify consumers via that software enhancement what they can do and how they can go about doing it.
And how is the penetration of the smart meters themselves? How many markets are those in, and how fast is that rolling out?
My understanding is that all new construction has smart meters, which is one of the which is what we're predicating our new why we're rolling it out with the builder channel.
Gotcha.
And if you look at, especially on the West Coast, and you look at other areas of the country, Pacific Gas and Electric, for instance, they're deploying almost all smart meters now, and they are retrofitting certain parts of their grid with smart meter enabled, with meters that are smart enabled.
And will people who live in apartments be able to benefit from this system if your entire building is on the grid? Will you be able to choose?
That's a hill that we have to cross.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it works. The optimum situation is a single home dwelling.
Right.
So, but we've got to work through the complexities of having it in like multifamily.
Right. Great. Well, thank you so much.
Okay. Now, do you want to see a demo actually of how it works with products?
Absolutely.
Okay.